right, I guess another week has passed because I'm back here and I didn't spend the week here, so I guess it is Accordion Cool and with your erstwhile coach, Dave, erstwhile host, whatever that means. You hear that I don't know what it means, but I don't even know if I'm erstwhile. But I'll be your host anyway. Well, we got a little theme going today. I'm not sure if that first tune would actually give you a clue because it could be used for a couple of themes. It could be used as a Latin theme. I think I did that a little while ago. No, it's not a Latin theme. Not a Latin theme. But it's the girl from Ipanema, 1962. Antonio Carlos Jobim from Buenos Aires, Brazil, wrote that song about the girl from Ipanema. And unfortunately, there actually was a girl, and just in the year 2023, I believe she passed away. She had, well, the song is written in '62, so, you know, she was probably at least 80 years old, so she is no longer with, but the theme, think of the name, girl from Ipanema. Ipanema is a place, it's a suburb, I believe, of Rio de Janeiro. So today, we're going to take you around the world on a little trip to different cities, and the city name is in the song title. So we're going to jump on a plane, and we're going to head to Paris for this next tune. And as soon as I get my buttons right here, it's called "I Love Paris," and written by Cole Porter, I believe, and it came from a show called Can Can. So let's see what happens when I Love Paris. I love Paris. I love Paris in the springtime and the fall and the winter and all the other times. Never been to Paris. I guess it's pretty nice. So we're going to jump on our jet. We're going to head back across the pond, as they say, and all the way across the United States to one of the biggest cities in the country and one of the biggest cities in California, called San Francisco. I bet you know what's coming, right? The song was written actually in 1953. It is a nice little tune. Not much happened to it or with it. Then a fellow named Antonio Benedetto, we knew him as Tony Bennett, 1962 recorded it, and actually, from what I understand, that's just word in the street, that it actually saved his career. However, he's another one, another person, another folk that we lost in the year 2023. He was 96 years old, I believe, so. He left his heart in San Francisco, so we'll see if we can find it. 1962. Tony Bennett left his heart in San Francisco. I didn't play that song for a number of years. I had a personal reason not to, which I won't go into today. But I just started playing it again a couple of years ago. It's a nice little tune. So, well, we're back on that jet again. We're heading back across the pond. Oh my goodness. We're going to London. And they said it was a foggy day in London town. And I believe that song was written around 1937 by the Gershwin brothers, George and Ira. One wrote the music and the other one wrote the words and lyrics. And they called it fog, but the word on the street, it was smog. Now, maybe back in 1937 they didn't really understand what smog was, but they had it. So we'll call it a foggy day and not a smoggy day. So here we go. foggy day. Foggy day in London town. That's kind of like a jazz standard. A lot of the folks through the years have recorded that song. Well, guess what? We're coming back across the pond again in our jet. Boy, we're stacking up miles here. Wow. And we're going to St. Louis, Missouri. Been there. Nice little town. Some very interesting things there. You know, the arch, that big arch. You can actually go up in the arch, and it's like a little car, I guess, that takes you up there. Did not do that. I don't like heights and confined spaces, so that had 2 strikes before we even got there. But it's a nice. Underneath the arch is a Western museum that's really, really cool and interesting, and there's a few other real interesting places in St. Louis. We always traveled with a motorhome or an RV, and the RV campground is right in the middle, right in the heart of St. Louis, and it's on a cement slab, so it's an interesting little town. So this song was written in 1914 by a piano player named W.C. Handy, called St. Louis Blues. We've got to use the piano on this, because well, you know what I mean. So here we go. Excuse me. St. Louis Blues. Well, we're just going to jump on our plane to go for a short ride, because we're going to ride from St. Louis down to Miami Beach. Excuse me. And this song was written in 1947 by a piano player named Irving Fields. Irving Fields was from Brooklyn, but he had a trio. He played in Miami Beach. Irving Fields was still playing, still performing by the ripe old age of 95. So I guess there's, room for all of us. This is called Miami Beach Rumba. Miami Beach Rumba. Well, we're getting down towards the end of our time in our last tune. And we're just going to take another short little hop from Miami Beach up to Kansas City. Now, Kansas City is an interesting city because there's Kansas City, Missouri, and Kansas City, Kansas. And guess what? It's all the same city. So we were there, and there's an exhibit called the Arabia. What is the Arabia, Coach Dave? Well, I'm going to tell you. The Arabia is an old-fashioned paddle wheel steamboat. They used to paddle up and down the Missouri River. That's the river that separates the two sides of the city. And it was found in a farmer's field. What? Yes. It had sunk, and the river, through the years, this is back in the 1850s or so, the river had changed course, so that part of the river that was the river was now a farmer's field. He was digging one day. What the heck is this? And they dug up this old steamship, and they have a great museum with it, and a lot of the artifacts from it they were still preserved because none of the elements got to them. So the day that we happened to be there, the fellows that dug it up and found it were in there. So we had a real great time, getting all the facts. So we're going to Kansas City, 1953, I believe. 1959 or so, a fellow named Wilbert Harrison, he went to Kansas City too, and it sounded a little like this. Kansas City, here I come. Or, hey, there we can. Well, we went there. Well, that's our show for today. Thank you all for watching, listening, tuning in, however it is you get our show. And as usual, big thanks to the big guy behind the glass. We still didn't get the sound the way we wanted it here with my little contraptions. So, but he helps out all the time, and we persevere, shall we say. So Austin Ricketts, thanks as usual for dragging me through this. And you know what I'm going to say about the young ones? Bring them in. Hear these tunes, especially little world tour. We certainly hope you enjoyed that. So I got this Coach Day. We're going to take it home. Oh, I don't know. Let's go back to Kansas City. Here we go.